If you are considering Canada for studies or residence or just want to know about Canada, this video is for you. In this video, we share some fun and interesting things about Canada. Please support this channel by subscribing, liking and commenting. 1. Canada is the most educated country in the world. Yes, we don't mess around when it comes to education. In the OECD's 2021 ranking of countries' adult education levels, based on the percentage of 25 to 64-year-olds with a degree, Canada came first with 62%. Basic public education is in fact free for residents of Canada until the 11th or 12th grade, depending on the province. 2. Canada is huge. Canada is the second largest country in the world, behind Russia, measuring nearly 10 million square kilometers and has the longest coastline in the world. If that doesn't mean anything to you, think of this. Ontario as a province in Canada is bigger in size than Nigeria, the most populous country in Africa. You could fit the United Kingdom into Canada over 40 times. Some Canadian national parks like the Wood Buffalo National Park is bigger than the Netherlands or Denmark. Canada is bigger than the European Union. I guess you get the picture now. 3. Canada is very multicultural. More than 20% of Canadians were born in another country, and this is expected to reach nearly 50% by 2031. There are nearly 200 nationalities across the country. People just love moving to Canada, and Canada just loves having them over. 4. Canada is freezing cold. It's not news. You have probably heard that Canada is cold. And trust me, when we say it gets cold, we really mean it. Vast parts of the country can dip as low as -30 degrees Celsius or -40 degrees Celsius, which makes going outside fairly unenjoyable. The coldest temperature ever recorded in North America was in Yukon, Canada in 1947 at -63 degrees Celsius, which is literally the same as the surface temperature of Mars. 5. Canada has 2 official languages. The 2 official languages of Canada are English and French. You don't really notice the Frenchness of the country unless you're in the province of Quebec, where people are trying very hard to keep things as French as possible. 6. The landscapes are beautiful. Canada is famous for its gorgeous scenery. The views of the untouched and natural environment are breathtaking and composed of beautiful lakes and rivers. There are more lakes here than anywhere else in the world. There's the rugged coastline of Pacific Rim, the magical meadows in the sky, and the granite mountains of Gros Morne, to name just a few. 7. Canadians say sorry a lot. Sorry is Canada's most important word. Every Canadian is just desperate to apologize to other Canadians at any given opportunity. In fact, Canadians use the word so much that in 2009 they had to pass an Apology Act in Ontario. It means that if any Canadian says, sorry, at the time of a crime or incident, it won't count as an admission of guilt, just an expression of sympathy. 8. Canada has 6 times more oil than Russia. It's thick, it's sticky, and Canada has an estimated 176.8 billion recoverable barrels of it. There's an estimated 249.67 billion accessible barrels of the black stuff in the world, and Canada has about 70.8% of it. 9. Canada has the longest street in the world. Yonge Street in Ontario starts at Lake Ontario and runs for almost 2,000 kilometers all the way to the Minnesota border. 10. There are 6 time zones in Canada. There are 6 different time zones in Canada. From west to east, the main time zones are Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern and Atlantic. The island of Newfoundland observes a 6th time. It decided to set its clock at the halfway point of its time zone, or 3 hours and 30 minutes behind Greenwich time instead of 4 hours, which would be Atlantic time. This is certainly not an exhaustive list. Which other interesting fact do you know about Canada? Tell us in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.